Good evening, gamers. That's my transformation sound. I almost forgot that Corexian is here. I gotta grab his garbage. Hee. Probably just these. I guess I should also tweet out, just because we are talking about YouTube here. Hee. Hey guys, what up? I'm doing good. Should we just do, I guess just U11. I have been up all night. I am quite tired, but I needed something Trove related today, so I thought, hey, let's do a live stream. Lately, that's kind of what I've been doing, is just live stream, recorded video, live stream, recorded video, which has been nice for me anyways, just because it's allowed me to put a little bit more editing time into the videos. Normal U11 is a waste of time. You're a waste of time. Let's drink a double XP pot just because we can. Nice remote. GG on the 41 KPR, gang. Hee. Hey Potato, hey Gleam, hey Multi, hey guys. Yes, haven't seen this dungeon in a long time, my dude. Also, so I swapped my gear back to Shadowhunter, obviously, but I didn't even realize in my other live stream when I was playing on Shadowhunter, I didn't even have the right ally on. I still had the green thumb. So that explains why I was so weak. Hey TJ, won't be able to play or hang out today because I got family over for my B-Day. Well, happy birthmas, man. Congratulations on being one day closer to death. No, seriously, I hope you have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Later, remote. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing chill stuff, you know, just hanging out, having fun, grinding. I don't know how long this stream's gonna be because I'm not tired yet, but I do feel like I'm getting there. Like it's like I could go to bed right now. So, yeah. So if I get like super tired, well then. Okay. That enemy literally just jumped off. Whatever. I guess I don't blame him, but... Where is it? There we go. Hello, Dino Man. More like Dino Man. Get it, guys? These jokes are very sophisticated. So it still feels weird, but slowly getting better. Oh, did you get like sick? That sucks, Potato. Hopefully it's not the, you know. The COVID. I ended up, Oh, hey, Matt. How you been? Sorry, I just had a brain fart there. Completely got distracted and forgot what I was gonna say. Ah! Hey, Nitro. Oh, just a cold. I see. This guy's still alive? Oh, yeah, it's a different dungeon. Okay. Just woke up. Yeah, I've been streaming at pretty awkward hours. Like, I keep meaning to stream more so in the middle of the night, but I don't know. I'm trying not to, like, I keep staying up, like, super duper late. Well, late for me. Like, I was up all night, like, since yesterday, and now I'm, like, still staying awake instead of going to bed and actually getting some sleep. But I'm trying not to completely ruin my schedule because Tuesday, gotta be locked and loaded and ready for the God of War. Oh, nice, chicken. GG. 46k crew. Oh, God. Well, we got a boomer here. What? Why did that chest not have anything in it? Like, okay. That was weird. Unless I just didn't notice it. Am I using... Yeah. Alright, I got everything else good. Hello? Thank you. Man, we need, like... I mean, I guess we got the double star bar, but we really need a new event. At least that's what I feel. I think Trove should, like... I don't know. It should always have an event going on or something, you know? It just makes it feel like grinding has more purpose instead of just, haha, I got an RC4. I mean, pretty soon, like, I know I keep talking about it, but pretty soon I am going to start working on a magic set of gems. I mean, frankly speaking, like, the funny thing is I keep sitting here and thinking that I have to, like, use the magic class in order to grind a magic set of crystal gems, but it's like, no, I don't. I would just grind the same as I would on my shadow hunter. The only difference being is that I would put all of my resources towards the magic gem instead, right? Like, which isn't super exciting. Hey, whereas, welcome back. It is the hour of game. Die, please, robot. Thank you. Game of Hour. Yes. Game of Thrones Hour? I have never watched Game of Thrones. I hear that weird new Game of Thrones dragon show is good. Again, not that I would know. Should I even be bothering grinding the recipe dungeons? No, I don't think I will. Could have got the 3 Trovian. Actually, no, I couldn't. There's not even 3 people here. Oh, man. There's so few people playing Trove lately. I guess because the hype for the latest update just kind of wore off. And let's face it, there's not that much hype around the Boomer update. Hopefully we actually get like a release date soon for the freaking console version, because my god, the fact that we still haven't heard anything about it is kind of tilting. Hey guy, what up? Is this a boss dungeon area? Okay, I don't know. I see the portal. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I've ever done this dungeon. I'm sure I did. But, oh, that was, that was weird. Strangely short. Hey, Jake. What up? Yeah, I don't know, Val. Like, I'm kind of starting to slowly feel rapid tired. So I might just stream this and then wait for it to process, set it public, go to bed. I finally have an actual goal in Trove lately. Oh, do tell, Potato. You just grinding crystal gems or PR or something? I don't even know why I'm like here grinding these for XP. I should be doing something else, but it's, I mean, I'm not necessarily here for the XP. I'm just here because it's fun. What's the way to level up your characters? So, you know when you end up going into a world and there's like the NPC that gives you the quest right at the spawn? Those guys end up giving you tons of XP when you complete their quest, but they are only daily, so you just gotta, you know, keep that in mind. And then once you run out of all those daily quest, delves are going to be your best bet. Otherwise, you can just focus on being in Uber worlds of your recommended level. That works as well, and in my opinion is funner. Hey, Zyve! What up? Yeah, exactly. Whereas, like, because I don't know, like, delves, like, trying to optimize the amount of XP is cool and all, but it's not as fun, in my opinion. I hate this weird pus dungeon, dude. Kill. When will 50k be possible? It's only a matter of time, man. Because if you remember in the Boomeranger update, they actually gave us new sigils for higher PR. And those sigils actually, in the game's code, there is a sigil for 50k PR. I don't know if that's a hint necessarily that we're getting a bunch of new gear or something soon, or if it's just a coincidence that they're just adding the sigil now so they don't have to later because of whenever it's going to be possible. But who knows? What's the easiest way to gain like XP for Shadow Hunter at level 12? I mean, I basically just ran through the best XP. But if you're level 12, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it, my dude. It only starts slowing down in the high 20s. Just got my first crystal ring. I'm so happy it took me so long. Nice, man. GG. Yeah, crystal rings are pretty hype. Now, unfortunately, you're going to learn the hard way that the Paragon system is fundamentally flawed, because you get less and less resources to upgrade your ring the higher Paragon level you get. It's like, I still just do not understand like what their thought process was. It should just be every 5 or 10 levels. Like, come on, guys. Suit and a haircut for a party at school. Nice, Scythe. Gamby looking handsome. Just make sure that you either wear a mask or, like, I don't know, like something to stand out, right? Just do what I did and wear eyeliner. Or, if you're so lazy to do eyeliner, just get tattoos on your eyes, right? Like me. I'm gonna have to redo that tattoo one day, but I don't want to. It was true pain. I really do want new tattoos though. Like, it's just so expensive and I've been too busy. But I'm starting to crave it, man. Anyways, yeah, they'll have C6 rings, right? Or C5. I think they'll add C5 gear eventually. Like, we already know it's coming. Hey, Jay! What's the best way to grind bomber coins? By playing bomber. There is literally only way to grind, one way to grind bomber coins, unfortunately, and it's not optimal. Like, you're going to generally have a lot of bots in bomber, so take that as you will, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Ah! Yeah, I'm curious too about the Blue Protocol stuff, whereas hopefully it's actually like a solid announcement, like, oh, it's releasing 2023. You gotta do a 50k PR all classes if 50k PR becomes a thing. Yes, I mean, I still have to do, thank you. I still have to do 46 KPR videos, or at least 45 KPR videos on all the physical classes. That's kind of another thing that's on my to-do list, I know. But those videos are kind of, they're very samey. By which I mean, like, you know, at the start of the month, you know, I ended up doing like all of the tutorials on all the classes and finishing them all up, right? And it burned me out a little bit. That's why the videos have been kind of slow and me coming back into everything. So yeah, that's the thing, Jake. Like, for the most part, it'll be like, I guess I'll have it as a 45k series. Because some of my classes, like, I have a physical set of crystal gems, but I don't have like a full set of C4 gear for physical classes. So I should be able to hit 45k on all my classes. I don't think I'll hit 46k. All my physical classes, let me be clear. Because I don't have a magic set currently. Also, yes, guy with vids, I have continued uploading every single day. Well, I mean, I've missed a couple days here and there now. Sometimes I prioritize a day off. It's not often. Die. But yep, we still doing the grind. I do not want to do this biome, but I guess I should. I will try and remember that, Alan, but no promises if in the next stream I forget. But I'll do my best. Should I save credits? You mean sell credit pouches? Yes, you should sell them because they're stupid expensive right now. How are the lag issues? Any better? Yeah, I mean, Trove doesn't really have lag unless there's like a big event or a big update out where there's like tons of people on. Otherwise, now it's kind of more streamlined where there's not nearly as many people on all at the same time. So it's been pretty smooth. Sometimes it gets really laggy, but not often. And even, I should say, even when we end up getting lag from new events and stuff, it still ain't as bad as it used to be. Like, they've done pretty good, a pretty good job, like, ironing it all out a little bit. Oh, Binding Darkness. Yeah, I guess true. You know what? I'll write that down because, yeah, I could make a quick tutorial on that, honestly. But Binding Darkness is just in the delves now. Please stop knocking me around, you stupid enemy. So just think of any resource that you used to get in Shadow Towers. It's now just in the delves. You actually get more Binding Darkness than in Shadow Towers. At least I find, anyways. Like, I've gotten a lot more Binding Darkness, but then again, I probably grind delves, like, more than I ever did Shadow Towers, even though I hate delves. I also equally hated Shadow Towers, so... Hey, Roberto. How do I convert my credits to pouches? Oh, that's what you meant, Garrett. No, unfortunately, you can't. If you just have credits, then you may as well just save them for, like, costume packs and stuff. I don't know. It depends what you want to save for, honestly. This dungeon is a mess. Am I even tagging those enemies? I do not think I am. I'm out of here. I don't care. Dungeon's just, like, way too weird and confusing, man. Oh, thank you. Ah, yes, a better biome. Good. What's your favorite magic class? I don't know. I'll make a tier list on magic class, physical class, all that stuff. Don't worry, I got you. I'll probably do the speed class soon. Just because that's kind of been another thing on my list. Like, I still got like plenty of ideas for like Trove videos and stuff. It's just been a bit slow. And I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, it's like I don't know. It's like I'm trying, like right now I'm kind of in recuperation mode because I know that if I start pushing too hard, I'm gonna start feeling major burnout, and I'm not gonna want to make more Trove videos. But I would keep doing it anyway, obviously. But that's kind of where I'm at right now, where I'm, you know, I'm prioritizing a balance so that I can end up having better videos for it. Like, for example, like that last video I just did the other day, I had a lot of fun making that one. Even though it's an older type of tutorial and there's not really gonna be like, what should I have as my starting class? Like, I know that that's not necessarily something that's gonna be super popular. Just in terms of a video idea, it's a bit dated. But I still had a lot of fun making that video because of just experimenting with a different style of doing things. Anyways, I don't know, whereas if you like Monster Hunter World, you should play Monster Hunter World. I could never get into that game. I tried to, man. It's too, like, grindy, and not, like, the kind of grindy that I like. I don't know, what can I say? Got volatile boundary yesterday. It took me all day, but it's worth it because that mount is awesome. If it only took you all day, I mean, that is true pain, but at the same time, that is pretty quick, man. Better than grinding it over the course of like a week or whatever. With the price of credit pouches, it's still cheaper to buy a bard with them, or should I get... No, you don't, don't buy the bard with the credits. You sell the credit pouches so that you can get the resources to craft the bard. Because bardium in particular is a lot cheaper. I mean, that said, there's obviously all the time-gated resources, in which case, yeah, it's still probably better to just buy it with credits, but I'd recommend waiting. You're probably just gonna have to wait till the economy dips back down because it's just been way too crazy lately. Yeah, Val, that's okay. Like I said, dude, like I'm gonna be streaming Trove and then probably I might hop in the call with you and chill for a little bit before I go to bed. But I don't think I'll hop on New World again today. Sorry about that. Go get Vietnamese coffee, gamer. How much PR does your mastery rank give you right now? How do I tell? Isn't there a quick, easy way to do that? Does it say? I thought it said. I don't remember. Otherwise, I'm not going to calculate that. I don't know. Not as much as you would think. Oh, yeah, okay. I knew there was a way to do it. There you go. Wait, that still didn't say it, did it? Next to it shows 50k PR, like for the sigil. It's actually there. Interesting. But I thought it said how much PR I got from mastery. 770, I guess. I don't know. Where is this stupid thing? Oh, wait, really? Oh, for crying out loud. That's so dumb. Well, there you go, guys. So from mastery, 2,270. Oh, that's actually a lot more than I thought. I knew there was a way to do it. It's just I haven't done that in like literal years. So yeah. Hey Bobby, what up, man? Ah. No, it's not coffee, it's chocolate milk. I know that I'm winding down right now, so I don't want to have too much caffeine. Ah! Doink. The ally that I have is Latte. So Latt will work when you're searching it in the collectibles. I think it was part of the store pack. They had like some weird barista one that didn't make any sense at all. But it gave us the pug ally, so I'll take it. Now I just need a variation of the pug to be black. And then I've got Jub and Budge, which are my real puggies. Hey Ellie. Yeah, it's going good, other than just being tired. I want to go to bed after this, but I wanted to chill with you guys for a bit, so. What do you think of the new Archon in Genshin? Hey H2, how you been, man? You know me, man. I don't care. Like, boring. I don't really like her mechanics, and then on top of that, she's like a weird lolly, and they just really push like her animations and stuff to be childish, and it's kind of creepy. Let's be real. I'm not really hyped for any Genshin character, honestly. Like, the last character I was hyped for was Cyno, and then I got him, and I got him C3, and he sucks. Like, he's really, really weak, and his mechanics feel dated. And it was just like, this was not what was advertised. That's what I thought you would say. Yeah, man! You know me! But yeah, it's like they keep showing, like, I don't know if you saw the leaks for The Wanderer, not Scaramouche. It has kind of an aerial combat thing, but as much as like, even when I was watching the leak of that gameplay, I was just like, well, this looks really cool, but at the end of the day, it's still Genshin, so it's gonna be really sticky and not work as I'd hope. Later, Matt! Thanks for coming on, man. Have a good one. Also, hello if I didn't say hello to anybody else who showed up. My inventory is full. Okay. Loot collector, where are you? Really? Huh. Okay. Could have sworn there was one there, but I guess not. Where is a cornerstone? Can you fade into existence any faster, world? Please, God. You guys see a cornerstone roll? I'm not seeing any. Being very, very evil, this world. Eh, screw it. I'll just go into my club world and do it. I don't care. You don't have enough inventory space. Oh, cool. Okay, do you like Monster? Well, I am a monster, so yep, I like myself. Unless finishing your sentence was Monster Hunter, in which case, I'm not a fan. I enjoy watching people play those games, but I do not enjoy playing them myself. I get way too impatient and bored. Oh my god, look guys, we got a few chests. A few gems of garbage. Whoa. I gotta remember to actually upgrade those and then destroy them. Oh hey, we actually got a single Phoenix mote. Wow. Oh my god. Also, our tome is literally like right at the cusp. Ah, fine. Let's go to Geode surface. I don't care anymore. Back to the good old purple realm. Can you help me with my Shadow Hunter? What do you need help with, man? How do you have that torch? It's just a mod. Like, it's just the permatorch. Which I got super lucky and got like multiple of them. but it's just a visual mod. Just look up like Minecraft Torch on the Trove site, I think. Tips on how to hit 9k light. I'm stuck at 7.5. All 3 pearl gems. And my big one is Berserk, which is level 29. Okay, so your problem is probably your crystal gear needs to be either a higher grade. So I'm assuming you have C1, C2. Crystal ring could be better probably. And then dragons and Geode mastery. Geode mastery actually gives you a lot of excess light. Those are just the main things that I would say you're probably struggling with if you already have your gems pearled up. Leave me alone. This dungeon's weird and confusing. You'll have to subscribe to my my OnlyFans, Nova, if you want to know that answer. I'm joking, of course. I don't have one because I'm not an idiot. Although if I did, it would just be nothing but feet pics. Yeah, I still have one C2 and it's maxed, and then I have a staff and face, which is C4. Really? I only have a banner that gives 300 and my ally that gives 300 as well. Yeah, then what about your Geode mastery, dude? Is that what's lacking? Like something there is lacking. It's either that or maybe dragons. That's all I can assume. Because otherwise, like, even my ally only gives 400 light. And then otherwise, like, you get a lot of light from the gear, but your ring could be what's missing. Your torch is not going to give you as much light as you think, unless you end up just going for Leviathan torches, which are the best option. Although, very annoying to farm. Unless you're Solarian, right, guys? I should just do hard carries on Leviathans. But finding them is just like, bleh, no. Is my ally a time-gated ally? No. Is Paragon time-gated? No. I mean, farming efficiently, like Paragon levels and stuff like that, obviously it's better to do it on XP day. But generally speaking, it is an ally that you get from, like, Paragon, so... Yeah, but that's what I'm... sorry, Ratty. To clarify, like, what I'm saying is the Leviathan torches are going to end up giving you more than having, like, one of those Delve torches. It's just that the Permatorch, obviously, is more light, but the torches themselves don't vary too much between each other, is my point. Sorry, I was thinking about it. I just didn't end up explaining it properly. Should I open golden signatory box for 20 mil? Oh, sell it or open it? Is a C4 crystal ring worth it? Let's say this. Are you like 100% at the end game and the C4 ring is the only thing that you're lacking? Then yes, open it. But if you're kind of mid-tier and just got really lucky and found the box, then I'd recommend you probably just want to sell it. I don't know. It's really up to you. Like, I guess the real question is, are you ever going to be at the point where you're going to want to max out that class? In which case, you just open the box. What is this costume? It's one of the other costumes. It's the Blue Trovian Ranger, and then this stupid Brontoflage mask or whatever from the event that we had. I think it was 2 events ago. Hey, Vis! Sorry, I'm trying to keep up, guys. Yeah, reptile feet potato, exactly. What wings are those? These are from the Sundered Uplands. So the new biome in the game has like a whole bunch of resources that you can end up grinding, and then ultimately you can end up crafting these at the Sundered Uplands crafting bench. There is a couple other wings that do that as well, or that you can craft, I mean, but these ones were my favorite. I just kind of have them just on because it's like, alright, whatever. At least they look unique. No, Boomer Update is not out on console yet, Tony, unfortunately. And no, we don't know when. No release date mentioned. Hey, Leo. Yeah, it's all good, man. Pretty chill right now, just cause I'm pretty tired, honestly. But we'll grind for a bit longer. Boomer Banner as melee or range? I would recommend Boomer's melee first, but endgame it's gonna be ranged when you have the hidden ring effect of the Bach bow or whatever. Now, that said, it doesn't mean that melee is unviable. I personally still prefer melee, just because it's funner and more reliant, because ranged kind of gross sometimes in Trove. Let's be real here. What's your thoughts on the Bard class? It's not my thing. I'm glad that a class like that is in the game, just because I think it's cool that Trove has a meme class. And it's also a weird technical class that certain people do enjoy. And I'm happy that other people have, you know, that there's more variance in the classes. But for me, I'm Unga Bunga Brain. And so I just kind of pick like look at the class that's my favorite in this game, the Shadow Hunter. I literally just hold left click and everything dies. Like, that's it. That's all this gameplay is. I mean, obviously, you can use your number one if there's groups of enemies like this, and then, but I don't end up using my ult very often unless there's, like, a boss, and even then, it's, like, it's not super optimal. I don't know. How do you get the bottles in your T-slot? That's an Origin portal. I think you just craft them at a novice bench. It's one of the starting crafting tables you can craft them at. And then you throw it down and it just teleports you back to the spawn of the world that you're in. Best way to get C4 gear is going to end up being here, Geode Surface. Where they made it so that 5-star dungeons can end up actually dropping C4 gear both in Sundered Uplands and Geode Surface. When the Boomeranger update hits, they made it so that C4 gear will drop out of every chest in 5-star Sundered Uplands, but until that update hits, it doesn't actually have a chance to drop. But the weird thing is that you'll still have better odds of getting C4 in Geode Surface, because when you destroy these chests in a 5-star dungeon, it actually drops more than one piece of gear, thus increases your odds of success. Versus a Sundered Uplands dungeon chest literally drops one piece of gear for some stupid reason. Anyway, sorry about the lengthy explanation. I know I need to make like just quick, shorter tutorials talking about these little things, because these are very common questions. Yeah, there you go, Ratty. So you're one of the Bard people. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. Lately we have been getting a lot of weirder classes. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. I still sincerely hope we got like some two-handed sword character or something, but I don't know, man. Is it better to farm C4 in Delves? Oh, no. God, no. There is the argument that Delves eventually gives you a guarantee. But I would say that Geode Surface U11, I want to be clear that it has to be U11, is better odds just because you're opening a lot more chests. Like, I've definitely gotten more C4 gear out of Geode Surface than I have Delves. But Delves, it's something like, I think it's like every 51 shadow chests you open or something gives you like a guarantee. Which you gotta consider that every shadow chest is literally every 3rd floor, so that's a lot of Delves. Hey Conch, how you been, man? I got fully upgraded C3, not interested in C4 because the upgrade price is sickening. Yep, completely agree. C4 makes me physically hurt. And I'm like an endgame freak. An assault rifle class. I'd like to see a rifle class. I could see that. Like, what the heck's her name in Overwatch? Moira or something? Or Anna? The sleeper sniper lady. I'd like to see a class that operates like that. Not necessarily like sleeping and paralyzing and stuff, but I just think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, as Leo Pride said, like, unless you're super serious about being end game, C4 gear doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's like just a little bit stronger than C3. Well, it's noticeably stronger, but generally speaking, like, you can still be using C3 gear and be fine for pretty much anything in the game. Even C2 is more than capable. Grabbing marijuana. This idiot's quest here. Is this dungeon started? Nope. There we go. Ah! Yep, I think so too, Brendan. I genuinely hope that video talking about the classes gets traction enough that the devs notice it. Just to put that thought into their ears, you know? About different class ideas. Because that's the one thing that I would say is, you know, say what you will about like Bard or Solarian and stuff. Mechanically, I think they function very well for Trove. But as far as like coolness sake is concerned, I don't know. I feel like the classes need to be a lot more like visually striking and unique. But that's also because for me, like, I really like that kind of stuff, like where characters stand out. Like Blizzard, say what you will about them as a company, they have a great design team behind the visual concept of a character. Like, you look at how cool all the classes and everything look in WoW, and how they're all very distinct from one another, and it's just like, dang dude, I'd love to have some dual dagger dark elf character in Trove. That would be so freaking cool. But nope, we're just gonna get some other generic humanoid that's probably just gonna be like some character that drives a car. I don't know. It's just... Excuse me. Oh, you know what? That would actually be kind of cool. I could totally see a class... I didn't even think about it. A zombie class. The whole kit would be designed around lifesteal. Actually, so there was this one game, I have a one-off video about it, which I would recommend just because the game is actually really, really cool. It's called Nobody Saves the World. It's on Game Pass. If you got a friend to play it with, it's amazing, like genuinely. And that game, I feel, did it right, where the progression basically is that you had to level up one character so that you could spring off in the skill tree and unlock another character that was a completely different class. But the point that I'm getting at is they made all of them like synergize with each other in a very specific way. And it just made me think of the zombie class that was in that game. where it was all about like lifesteal and building up like a zombie horde. And I was just thinking like that would actually work in Trove. Like a lot of those character ideas from that game would work in Trove like very, very well, I think. Vanguard I-beams are OP. I wish they had a little more range though. Yeah, I guess. I think they have enough range personally. What's the drop transfer C4 and Geode? I don't know, man. I don't know if it's necessarily that the Trove devs are like ignoring us or anything, Leo. It's more so that their outlet for getting feedback is like very, very specific. So I know like that there's the Trove Discord or something like that, which I'm not a part of just because I don't know if it is now. I can't quote on it, but back when it was created a while ago, it was just toxic cesspool of hell. Like it sucked. I don't know if it's gotten better now, but my point is that that was the main place where the devs would end up hearing feedback, and it's like, okay, not worth it. Coolest class in my opinion would be Tomb Raider. It's just super cool and stuff. It works well with being a necromancer. I think the only weak link that I really don't like about Tomb Raider is that his minions have that stupid health bar and end up like slowly just losing their health. Like I don't know, it's just weird that Trove has like timed allies, you know what I mean? Like I'd much rather prefer that I just slowly get like more and more minions. Hey Smeep! What up, man? Welcome to the party. What are the best stats for gear now? Haven't played in ages. It's about the same. Movement speed, attack speed, crit damage, depending on the class that you're using. Same old stuff. This guy gonna teleport me? No. His minions did. Kind of funny. No, that's... Stop! No. Stop it! Get out of here. The chest is still the final boss. Oh, hey, my face. Yeah. Haven't seen you in a bit, man. How you been? I don't know why Nightbot destroyed your messages. Oh, because you put all caps. Mixed match. Anyways, he was saying before Nightbot destroyed him that devs should add a class that mixed matches class abilities in one loadout. Bro, just give me loadouts in general, please, and thank you. That, oh. Like, wouldn't it be so nice if I could just, like, open this menu and go click, click, and have all my gear swap over to this character, like all my gems? My God. Or if it was like, could you imagine if they had like it obviously would take a lot away from the grind in Trove, but personally I'm a big fan of unlocking gear. So imagine if you would go into a chest or something like that, and then, I don't know, like you would unlock like, okay, I've unlocked a C4 face. It's got these stats, right? And then you could either program each class's stats that you would want, and then you could just cycle through them, or you could just click and say, yeah, I want the C4 to be on this character. I know that that's like overly complicated for Trove, and generally speaking, a lot of people prefer the idea of grinding all of their classes up. But with how expensive it is to just like level up gear and grind in general, like the amount of time sink that it wants, most people are like me, where you just have one physical set and one magical set of gems and you call it a day. I don't even have a full set of C4 gear for all my classes because I can't be bothered, man. Grinding every single weapon C4? No thank you. Disgusting. Especially when some classes just, I don't know, they just don't work out as well, man. Well, see, that's the thing. The devs do have their live streams sometimes, Leo, but I mean, I do think that would be a cool idea. But they do have their live streams sometimes. It's just that, like, usually their live streams is them on Bomber Royale, and I don't know if like they have their community manager watching the Twitch comments or something, but it sure as heck ain't them reading them. So they kind of pick and choose like the comments to respond to and stuff. And you gotta understand too, like a lot of it is just that there's a lot of internal issues like within the company. There's a lot of things that the developers simply are not allowed to talk about, which I still personally think that they need to be a little bit more transparent, build that trust up, you know. But the way that they're going about it is kind of the opposite, where rather than talk about it, they're showing with action, right? You know, slowly over time, ever since GameAgo's taken charge, we've had some of the best updates for Trove. And I think they're moving the game in a solid direction. It's just the updates are really, really slow, which makes sense for such a small team being on it. But anyways, I fully augmented all my gems for a physical character. Now time to spend months doing the same for my magic character. It won't take months. You just gotta actually like not be a forehead like me and farm on gem day, and then you're fine. Obviously it still requires a lot of grind time and stuff, but generally speaking, I was very, very surprised how efficient gem day is. It's just really annoying because you have to go to each of the elemental worlds rather than just being in prime worlds or having fun. Oh, 2 subclass abilities at the same time? Ah. I mean, that's a cool concept, but the whole subclass thing, dude, that was a bit lame to me. When I think subclass, I think like actually mix and matching like 2 different classes together and having hybrid classes, you know? Because that's what it is in every other game, but not Trove. Yeah, exactly, Smeep. It would always just be using the knights plus some other subclass. One of the damage ones. Probably just Solarian, honestly. Yep, exactly, Hackerman. I have a lot of C4 faces and helmets and 0 weapons. Exactly. The weapons are the least common, unfortunately. The other thing too is you can only get the weapon of like you can only get a C4 weapon of the class that you're using. So if you want to end up getting, like, say you want to end up grinding for a C4 spear, can't do it on Shadowhunter. You're gonna have to do that on Lunar Lancer. Which, thankfully, Lancer is actually, like, good for farming, so it's fine. But my point is that some classes, not so good. And so it becomes a real chore to try and grind their weapon as C4. And then do you want to have one, or do you want to have multiple so that you don't have to share? Hey, we got a Paragon level. Oh my god, wow. It's almost like it didn't do anything. Which, now you see why I don't care. Think they'll ever add a 4th Primordial Dragon? No, I do not. The 4th Primordial Dragon was teased back when Trine Worlds was in charge. Bleh. And I don't believe any of the original devs are still on the team. There might be, but I don't know. And my point is that literally nobody is there that even probably remembers that they promised the Primordial Dragon. You know, let alone, like, who cares? Do they really need to? No. Now, in terms of like power, you gotta think that the last primordial dragon, if they ever did add it, maybe they just don't want to yet because it would be the Geode one. And the primordial dragons increase your strength with the specific gem type quite a bit. So having a primordial dragon that was based on Geode, suddenly we would spike up in light value. And frankly speaking, it would kind of trivialize a lot of the end game areas. Not to suggest that U11 is like super duper difficult, but it definitely like is actually like strong, you know? Or at least Sundered Uplands is. I mean, they're all strong. It's just I'm stronger. But I'm basically maxed out, so. Yeah, progression in Trove is definitely a lot smoother. The biggest issues with Trove's progression system, though, is dragons, like dragon coins. It's just still so archaic and backwards. It needs overhauled, but they refuse to do it. And then otherwise, everything else has kind of been reworked already, so it all functions. Even if some of it is not that great, none of it, in my opinion, is as bad as dragon coins. But I think that's just because they're pushing the cash shop, which makes sense. But that and maybe Chaos Chess. I think that's another thing that new players kind of struggle with, and you actually need a lot of Chaos cores in order to end up crafting a lot of items, so including classes. Wait, what? Just so I feel better about myself, how long did it take you to get a perfect stellar gem? Because I'm hitting my luck. What do you mean? You don't... You're not trying to get perfect stats at level 1, are you? Because you don't bother doing that. That's not even worth it, because you're still going to have to pearl those gems anyways. And swap the stats around. Like, all you gotta do is just make sure that you get a gem that's going to end up having full pearls. Oh, I'm still not even done with this guy's quest. Okay. Then you level up the gem, and then you just swap the pearls accordingly to the stats that they're supposed to go to. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. Delve turned some players off because of the ridiculous slow grind for some content. Oh, it turned a lot of players off. That was probably one of the worst updates. Well, not the delves. Like, delves, obviously, you know, people have a big problem with it. But when the delves first came out, it was actually pretty hype. I'd say it was the Geode Caves that was the worst update in the game. Because that was the update nobody asked for. And then when the devs finally talked about it, like, it was hilarious because they were like, yeah, no other games are doing something like this. So we thought we would. Like, they were saying it prideful, as if they were, like, ahead of the curve or something. And I was just, everyone was just thinking, like, I remember watching that live stream and we were in the Discord. Like, I was in the Discord with the buddies. And we were just like, yeah, nobody is doing this because nobody wants it. Like, nobody asked for this. It was just so tone deaf. Like, bruh. And then, I mean, delves, I understand it's a necessary evil. It definitely did help the servers versus Shadow Towers. Do I like it better than Shadow Towers? I don't know. I didn't really like Shadow Towers, but in retrospect, like, at least it was a little more interesting than the delves. I just think that the system in place for the Shadow Towers needed an overhaul, and honestly would have probably been easier than designing an entire cave system that has to randomly generate with all those different pathways and crap. Like, let's be real here. The funny thing is, the early concept of the delves was the Shadow Labyrinth, which they had teased multiple times, and it just so happened to turn into the delves, which I actually like the system that the delves are. I mean, I've talked about this many times. I just think that the aesthetic sucks. But we're also talking about a game where the developers decided to make the end game area, Geode surface, bright red. Thank God for mods on PC. Otherwise, I probably would have just Alt F4'd and uninstalled this game. I don't know how you guys do it on console, but at least now we've all got U11, so can go to other worlds. Even if Geode surface is still the most efficient in the entire game. And it sucks. What's the best thing to buy free-to-play credits? Or buy with free-to-play credits? I mean, again, most of all, it's just for mastery, right? So, I'd say, like, maybe Greater Dragon caches. Just because of the amount of dragon coins you get out of them. It can end up being quite helpful. In terms of, you know, getting you dragons or getting other things from Luxian or whatever. Gives you a bump in PR. But it depends how many credits you got. Otherwise, if you're just going for like mastery stuff, then just, I don't know, I'd recommend costume packs. But there's not really that many things that are worth getting out of the Trove cash shop. That's kind of the problem with the cash shop. Like, because it's like lots of people talk about like how the cash shop is like pay to win. And some of it is for sure. But generally speaking, it's not, you know, it's not like Diablo Immortal where you literally just get strong or don't if you spend money or not. Because a lot of what you get out of the cash shop is mastery. Which, yeah, it makes a difference when you have like almost maxed out mastery, sure. But as like a general player, just farming for mastery, it's like, no, it's barely going to make an impact. Or at least it barely does for me now that I'm like near the end game, because I just need so much mastery to gain levels. I don't care anymore. This game is a childhood part of me. Ah, yes, me too. I don't think they should scrap the Geode caves entirely. I just think they need to overhaul the way that they look and make it more interesting. Like, imagine an infinite dungeon, or, you know, give me the same dungeon, but instead of having all of the walls around me because it's claustrophobic, just get rid of the walls. Let me just look out into space. I don't care if I'm running around on endless platforms. That would be cool, man. Like the end in Minecraft. Obviously, they'd have to have some type of contingency, like barriers or something, because we're talking about Trove here. If you end up making the delves a big parkour challenge, guess what's going to happen? You'll rubber band off the map. But that's just an idea off the top of my head. It's not even like, yeah. What should new players do in the early game? Just level up is the primary thing, just because you need to unlock those gem slots. Is that it for our, did we get the daily 5-star quest? Because I'm done with my XP pot. Oh crap, I still do have more of this. Well, I guess we'll get the quest done, but I'm not popping an iron flask. No point. Gonna be wrapping up soon, so I'll try to answer what questions that I can. What does having mastery rank do exactly? It gives you PR and some stats up to a certain level. So it is worth it, but for the most part, it just gives you like gold versions of mounts and crap. Oh, there we go. Yee. Yep. Yeah, as Taryn said, the mastery, like, mastery is actually really good at first. I should clarify, like, I'm an endgame freak where what's required of me to get a mastery level is just so expensive with barely any return. Otherwise, a lot of it, I'd say Geode Mastery is really, really important. And then for Trove Mastery, I don't know, like up to 100 or something. Which is pretty easy to get nowadays, I would assume. Yoink. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Like, again, I like the delves. I just feel their execution sucks. Like, visually, they need to be more intriguing and feel like a proper endgame area instead of a cave with different colored walls. Like, that's my problem with it. It's just, it's like, manages to be the most generic, repeating area in the entire game, and yet it's the one area where it wants you to farm, like, hundreds of floors. It's like, okay. Is soloing a U11 Leviathan even a thing, or is that impossible? I'm trying to think. I think people have done it, but there's literally no point. Because a U11 Leviathan is just going to spawn a U8, U9, or U10 one. With increased stats. I think they have increased stats, I mean. Or increased light resistance at the very least. But there is no point in beating one other than just, I don't know, a flex, I guess. Okay. I heard the items drop, I just didn't see them go in my inventory. Is it still worth doing Shadow Towers? No, Shadow Towers don't exist. I mean, they're still in the game, and I don't really know why. They don't do anything anymore. Like, Shadow Towers still kind of do all the same things that they used to do. It's just you don't get any of your weekly souls out of it. Now it's all just in the delves, so it's like, okay. Hee. Alright, do I need got this guy's dumb quest? They should make it so his exclamation mark goes away after you've completed all of his quests. Woo! Okay, I'll answer a couple more questions and then we'll call it, guys. Blue Protocol is continuing development and heading towards the game's release. Give us a release date or a release year, or otherwise shut up. I don't care about what they're working on next, man. Like, God, that game is taking so long to come out. Hey, Saris, how you been, man? Yeah, I guess that's true. Shadow Towers still exist for the badges. You can still get some of the mounts from them. Stuff like that. Should I do delves or should I do geode? I don't know. It depends what you're trying to go for, my man. Like, delves, I don't know. Delves if you want XP and if you're trying to get like your lunar souls and stuff for the week, and then geode if you're just trying to do like efficient farming for gear drops and stuff. No, I know it's taking them a long time to make Blue Protocol. That's fine, but I feel like they should really give us a beta or something, because my god. And my colored name is gone. Well, now it's back, Saris. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. Oh, I should also... no, I don't want to be in my cardboard box. There we go. Dude, you know what's gonna truly be pathetic though, whereas? Which game's gonna come out first? Hytale or Blue Protocol? Because that will... that'd be pretty... That's, yeah. A reliquary is the only way to get metamatter because I just buy the other resources. Yup. Yup. It's just stuck in reliquaries as far as I remember. Metamatter is actually one of the worst resources to farm because it's like so time gated. Hey, Decay. You're showing up just at the end, my gamer. yeah, I guess, you know what? I guess we'll call it here, guys, because I'm going to have to wait for the stream to process, and then I'll make this public. I do have another video I'm going to make public as soon as I'm done with this live stream. But I appreciate you guys coming out very much. Hope you had fun. Hope I answered all the questions that you had. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to go to bed after I'm done with all of this because I've been up all night. And I'm also very hyped for Ragnarok in a couple days. So, yeah. Bye, guys.